Hello, everybody. All right. So yeah, today we're gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna actually try to mess around with Mardu Revenge using Offspring's Revenge. Gonna try it in both standard and historic. I guess I can show what the deck looks like. So in the standard version, um, basically runs kind of like a graveyard synergy slash toolbox style deck. Got some early game removal with Bloodchief's Thirst, Kai'Sov Rebooter to kind of stall out the opponent if they have like any kind of removal spells or anything to kind of stop what I'm doing essentially. We have Graveyard Filling with Mire Triton and Tiamat Calls the Dead. We have a little bit of removal with Skyclave Apparition, Oathsworn, Skyclave Apparition, Massacre Worm, Gormand, Elspeth Conquers Death as well. And then the way the deck is going to work is essentially we want to fill the graveyard early on, try to fill it as much as we can. And then what I want to do is get down Offspring's Revenge. Now this card is specific in that it exiles a target red card, red, white, or black card at the beginning of your combat step, and then creates a token of whatever was exiled. So the goal is to kind of swarm the board with a bunch of 1/1s and chip in for damage every turn. Clear the path as best we can. Kite Sail gets in the air as a 1/2. If it gets killed, we can bring it back, make it a 1/1, steal another card, and then swing in for more damage. Skyclave Apparition does the same thing. It can exile a creature off or like a threat off the field that's 4 for a mana cost or less. And the fun thing I found with Oathsworn Knight in this card is that Oathsworn Knight originally comes in with 4 +1/+1 counters if you cast it from your hand. Now with Offspring's Revenge, it enters the battlefield as a 1/1, so it ends up becoming a 5/5 at the end, which makes it a bigger threat after it's like maybe it's like done its purpose, swinging in for a few turns on the field, and then once you get it back, it becomes a 5/5. It comes in with haste, and that's a pretty big damage right there. Gravebreaker Lamia, good for just kind of getting a body on the field. It can also come back and throw something into your graveyard so you can set something up for next turn. So, like, for example, if I'm empty-handed, there's not too much in the graveyard, or there's a bunch of stuff in my hand that needs to go into the graveyard for me to benefit, we'll grab back Ox. We'll put Ox in the graveyard, we'll exile it in combat, bring it back, exile or discard my hand, refill it. So basically, just a lot of graveyard synergy. Gormand, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep yet because it's a 1/1 flying trampler that can that forces the opponent to sacrifice a creature. Massacre Worm is a definite keep though. It's just a great like late game board wipe. Does pretty good because as I'm chipping in for damage, if they need after everything gets like -2/-2 and I swing in with all my tokens, they're either forced to block and probably lose a few creatures, dealing damage to them in response, or I win the game by just chipping in with the 1/1. So sideboard is I'm still experimenting with it. I think Rune Halo is pretty good. Lots of like good threats out there that can get in. So I think things like Dream Trawler, hard for us to really deal with because everything has like a targeted effect with I guess yeah, like Bloodchief's Thirst for example can't really kill it. Skyclip can't hit it of course, but Elspeth Conquers Death can't hit it. So Rune Halo just kind of stops it entirely from doing damage. Tiamat Calls the Dead, or sorry, Tiamat Chosen from Death. He is going to be more of our graveyard hate. Comes back from the graveyard as a 2 or as a 1/1, but depending on the devotion to black, might be tougher than that. So we have a lot of black creatures that will buff up his defense. We probably most likely won't do damage with him. We'll just focus on clearing up the graveyard as best we can. Sorcerer's Spyglass, basically for planeswalkers. Because we have really no way of dealing with it besides Bloodchief's Thirst, and we only have 3 of these in the deck. More Elspeth Conquers Death, just in case there's a lot of just larger threats that we can't deal with immediately. So we'll probably throw those in, maybe take some of these Gormans out. Rambunctious Mutt, it's a great card that basically deals with artifacts and enchantments. It's honestly the only card that really does that. That's a creature, so that's why I threw it in there. Brash Taunter for fun. I mean, the only thing I really see it being good for is that if like against like a mono green deck or creature deck, heavy deck, Brash Taunter does great because it comes back as a 1/1 from the graveyard. Still has the ability, still indestructible. So kind of just like a fun card to throw in. And if I need additional board wipes, I throw in like an extra couple Massacre Worms. So that is the standard version. Now the other version I made is a historic version. We're going to try this one out as well because I want to see how it runs. This one's a little more balanced because there's definitely more to do with Historic. So what I did was I threw in Stitcher Supplier, great one drop. Kai'Sa Freebooter, again, want to empty the hand. Mara Triton to fill the graveyard. Gorging Vulture instead of Tyrant Calls the Dead. Because Gorging Vulture gains me life, mills 4 cards, and if it comes back from the graveyard, it does the same thing again. Mill 4 cards, gain a life, and it's a 1/1 with haste, so to me that's pretty good. Good afternoon. Oh yeah, good afternoon to you too. How are you doing? Oathsworn Knight, again, same concept. Becomes a 5/5 with Offspring's Revenge, so basically going to keep that in the deck. Same with Agana, just want to bring back my enchantments from the graveyard to gain some life and make sure I can play Offspring's Revenge. Master Splicer is just something fun I think is cool that I can throw in. It's basically a 1/1 already, so it comes back from the graveyard as a 1/1 and generates a 3/3 golem that's actually a 4/4. So a little bit of extra kind of like value there. Ravenous Chupacabra removal. Honestly, I think it's a great fit, especially in a deck that doesn't run a lot of removal. This is like a great body and removal. All good yourself. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just gonna mess around with a deck I put together today for Historic, since I had like a standard version. So what else in the graveyard? So we're gonna do Cavalier of Dawn. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this quite yet. I might take it out, and the only reason why I say that is because this will come back as a 1/1, but if it destroys a opponent's like permanent or something like that, it leaves them at 3/3, and having a 1/1 versus 3/3 not really beneficial. An early Xmas present. I mean, you're more than welcome to. I've been pretty. I pretty much have everything I need this year. So, only thing I am trying to work on is to get the PS5 in the future. But I'm gonna wait till the prices go down because those are way too expensive. Gravebreaker Lamia, same thing. Want to throw things into the graveyard, and then get it back with Offspring's Revenge. Cavalier of Flame. This one I think is kind of cool, only because I basically want to mill as much as I can, hopefully get a bunch of lands in the graveyard. Oh, thank you. Basically have a bunch of lands in the graveyard as a milling, and then if this thing dies, it's going to deal a ton of damage to my opponent, planeswalkers they control. I'm hoping to have a bunch of land in the graveyard at the end. And then, let's see here. And then Offspring's Revenge, same concept. And we're just going to basically get things back from the graveyard. Massacre Worm for board wipe. So, all in all, pretty solid deck. We're going to see how it runs. Sideboard, I threw in 3 Thoughtseizes. Just in case there's like threats that I can't deal with in this mess of a deck as I have. Grafdigger's Cage for the Graveyard Hate because it doesn't affect Offspring's Revenge, which is amazing. Sorcerer's Spyglass for Planeswalkers. Skyclave Apparition for maybe like early game removal or if like against Collected Company decks. Great for dealing with those. Necromantia for combos. Elspeth Conqueror's deck again just for threats that I really can't deal with that are higher cost, and it has a little bit of graveyard recursion, so that's kind of fun. And then more Massacre Worms for board wipes. All right, so yeah, that is the Historic version. So we're going to try to run this in Standard first and see how well we can do. So F&M code, is that a, what kind of code is this? It looks like F&M code. Is it like for something, like, what exactly is this for, F&M code? Does it like give me like a token or something like that, I'm guessing? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, F&M. Alright, I appreciate that, thank you. We're going to run these first, and then we're going to see how this goes. Alright, hopefully this deck runs pretty well. I've been toying around with the concept for a while. Oh, I see. Hold on, let me see. You said go to store, redeem. Okay. Let's see. I don't usually go to the store often, except for like the cool deals and stuff that appear. Oh, cool. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love alternate arts. Alright. So let's try Mardu Revenge in Standard and see how it runs. We'll do probably a good 3 to 4 games, and then we'll switch over to Historic and see how that one works. I really just need to see how the metas look. I know with Standard it's a lot of rogues, Let's see, there's Rogues, Ramp with Genesis Ultimatum. Basically, Ramp decks that get Ugin fast. So we're just going to see how that pans with this deck. I appreciate that, though. Thank you very much. Alright. Oh, that's awesome. So, LGS on there. So, are you US based? Because I do see Crash Test UK, so I'm curious if, as you say, US LGS owners. Okay. I miss going to Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. I've been really missing going to, doing Friday Night Magic in, like, person. I actually play a lot of Modern, and there's this shop that I go to every Friday, or I used to go to every Friday. Oh, you own one in the UK as well. Cool. Did this person just give up? I just heard an explosion. Oh, draw. Alright, so we're not going to count that one. So, I guess in the so, is your LGS doing good then with everything going on? I've always been curious because I know the one I go to here in Central Florida, they're still around. They're still doing pretty good, you know, minus the fact that there's no active events going on because it's such a small store that it's hard to host an event with like such a small space. I think the most they're able to do is like, I think what they're doing is they do like one group for D&D can come in, but they have to be like spread apart around the tables. But I think that's all like they've been able to do really, because we haven't had any events there since April. I think they tried to do one back in June, and if I remember correctly, it couldn't go because there's just not enough people showed up. They were just so worried that something would happen. Oh, this is a bit of a slow hand. I could cycle with the Triumph though if I can't find anything. So we're just gonna turn one off. That's really loud. Why is that so loud? Where's my audio? Audio. There we go. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I guess I'm taking Epic Downfall. So yeah, I'm probably just going to play a Swamp and then just cycle a Triumph to try to draw. Store is lucky I have next to no cost even though I've opened since April. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. That's always been like my concern with some of these the smaller businesses. Oh wow, that's interesting. Is that really worth it? MTG sales are down. Yeah. It's just not easy. It's so difficult because for like, on the one side I get it. Like people want to reopen and they want to resume their normal life, get their businesses going. Warhammer sales are up. Yeah, playing you can't go wrong with board games because especially like if you have a small family at home, it's like you can play that with, you know, in a closer vicinity and safety of your home. But yeah, it's so difficult to like have events this year, and I really wish, you know, more people can. I wish we can get back to, you know, the normal, but I think it's just gonna take some time. Yeah, paint toy soldiers. Yeah, I miss Warhammer. That's one game I really wish I could get back into, but it's like I've already invested so much of my money and like time into Magic that I don't know how happy my wife would be if she saw me invest into like Warhammer, because I know it's not cheap. I used to play it as a kid and I know it's not cheap. So I don't know, I always get conflicted because I love board games at the same time. I think that's why I think that's why I play like D&D, because D&D is it's basically cheap because you can create your own adventures. You can buy some of those the pre-written books for it, but you know, it's not necessary to like spend a lot of money for D&D. Ooh. feel like I need to kill that thing. Because that's just going to keep drawing them cards. Well, the problem is, though... Well, he played the order, though. Yeah, we'll kill that. We're going to play this. And pass turn. Put it using perspective. In November, it was illegal for 3 or more people to meet up, 2 people max. Oh wow, yeah. So so essentially, you guys are taking it seriously. Like, apart from the U.S., not taking it seriously. I think that's why, like, I think that's why I'm just not so like pro-U.S. I just see so much wrong that we do. Overkill. I mean, but. When I look at us here, though, it's just like we're hardly taking any kind of... Well, I mean, Florida, I would say, because Florida is really doing a really bad job at handling this. I guess we'll cycle. But I don't know. I'm just... I can see both sides, because I've been, like, really paying attention to things, and I've noticed that, let's get rid of that. I noticed that, oh, where was I going with this? I just blanked out. So basically, oh yeah, so, like, my concern is that people are not taking COVID very seriously here in the U.S. They think it's some man-made or, like, conspiracy theory, more likely, and so we're having very little to, like, not really much action happening. And so we're kind of noticing, like, there's a divide. There's states that are doing something about it, but people are either saying, like you're saying, it's maybe overkill or it's too much and they're not liking it, or they're doing absolutely nothing, like here in Florida, and people are just suffering because not only can they do their businesses, but they also can't live because they're not working, so they have nothing. There's nothing they can do. And it's just kind of like it's almost like just an endless cycle. I'd rather some action be taken than none. That's my thing. Like, even if it's just like saying, hey, people just wear a mask. It's not a big deal. And then, that would at least start something. That would kind of like do something. But here in Florida, they're just not doing anything. The governor basically was just like, oh, the virus is not a big deal because we're a tourist state, that they want to just keep bringing in money as much as they can. And I think he honestly just doesn't want to lose voters, and he knows a lot of the voters here are elderly. So if he plays it down as much as he can, he'll most likely get the older people to vote for him again. Oh, God. That's a 5/5. Can this hit that? Is this considered a 5/5 or like a 5 mana creature, or is it still an X creature? I don't remember how the mechanics work now. I'm blanking out. I know. Okay, so I've learned it does not hit that. Okay. Zero cost creature. Yep, I just realized that. Okay. Margasol outside. Yeah, right. Because that's... Right, because it's outside, so you would, logically... Yeah, because logically, that's not affecting anyone. Like, having an outdoor stall is not going to, do anything or spread the virus, but... Alright, we're going to have to do this to gain some life, because we're so low. Alright, that'll help. Yeah, but yeah, like you said, but pack everybody into a Walmart to buy stuff and it's perfectly fine. Right, and that's the thing I don't understand, because... Oh, I'm dead, aren't I? Oh yeah, I'm dead. What am I saying? I'm dead. Okay, so I learned that Elspeth Conqueror's Deck does not affect. I didn't see anything that was, like, super costly, so I don't know if Elspeth Conqueror's Deck is gonna fit in here. He did play a lot of 1-drops, so I think, or like a lot of cheap creatures, so I think we're gonna play more Massacre Worms. He didn't play any artifacts, enchantments, really no graveyard. He Brasta back with Midnight Order, but not really graveyard synergy, I guess I would say. Brash Turner would be kind of fun because it is a lot of creatures that he's playing. He's playing a lot of heavy creature. So maybe go down a Gormand, go up a Brash Tonner. Maybe go down both of these. Let's see. I guess a little graveyard hate wouldn't hurt. Right. So yeah, because here in Florida, like I said, there's really no restrictions. Like the governor was just kind of like F it, just let people do what they want, and of course the result of that now is we exceed over 1 million cases here in Florida, and we have, and usually in lieu of that, that's going to mean more people are going to be getting either death or health issues in the future. But like you said, with the Walmart thing, that's why my wife and I don't like going to Walmart or Aldi or any place like that, because like it's not doing anything. It's people are still being dumb enough to like not wear a mask, not wash their hands, etc., etc. Why can I? Oh, these are not spells, right? These are actually creatures. So it's a conflict for us as well. Because right now, we're trying to order as much as we can, like, online and do pickup stuff. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna get these out now. I should have taken these out. Well, I guess they're still good bodies. I don't know. I like these old arts. Love the old art. But yeah, COVID's just messed up a lot of things here, and I'm just kind of over it. I really would love people to be a little bit smarter, but wishful thinking only does so much. Oh, Elsewhere Knight's actually not too bad. That puts a little pressure on the board. See, I think this is the reason why I don't like this deck in Standard. There's not enough toolbox creatures to make this deck function well. And I think that's why I don't like in the Standard. Yeah, he's just going to kill it. And I really need more land. We can take 5, it's fine. Okay, we're not hitting lands. Scary. Yeah, and that's something that I've noticed as well. So, like, I understand because of the U.S.'s First Amendment, we're allowed to protest. I get that. And some of the protests I see, people are being smart. They are doing their best, you know, quote-unquote their best, because they are wearing a mask, but it's kind of, it's not too useful because some people don't understand that some masks are effective while some aren't. Like, let's say, like, a handkerchief, for example, tied around your face, it's quote-unquote a mask, but it's not really, it's not protecting anything. It's more of, it's just like, I guess, kind of hitting the, my gosh, I cannot hit lands to save my life. I'm going to have to mill, but the problem is, I'm going to probably mill my lands. Right? Yep. Called it. Alright. Right. First it was, well, I don't know if he... Right. Masks don't work unless they're medical grade masks. And then they might work, but now... You're right, but then at some point it's now any mask will do, because getting some... I think it's just getting people to do the bare minimum is already difficult as it is. Because, like, I'm going out in public, because I go to... I work in real estate, so sometimes I'm going to these people's houses, and I can tell you that they either don't care, or they're not willing to even, or they're just not, like, I don't want to say, they do care, but because there's so much misinformation and so many things that are conflicting, it's like, it's difficult for them to know what exactly to do. Right? Don't trust science, trust the science. It's just conflicting for everybody. And that what makes it hard, because a lot of people, they want to do the right thing, but at the same time, they want to be able to live their life because they don't want to feel restricted. So it's just, it's so different. Man, this deck is just ruining me. So this is what Golgari Adventures. So I guess in this deck, I have to probably... Kai'Sa Freebooter just does nothing because everything is essentially a creature. Yeah, and then... Yeah, so I'm gonna have to modify this deck for Adventures. I'm gonna have to fix the sideboard a little bit. I don't know how you deal with Adventures, though. Like, what's the way you go about with Adventures? Because you can't hit it with Kai'Sa Freebooter. I don't know. Yeah, we're done here. Yeah, we're done. There's no way I'm getting through this. They've established such a board presence. I really needed to get lands. Yeah, I think my general feeling about COVID is that it screwed everything up, and I wish there was an easy, like, solution to fix it all, but there won't be. There's too much back and forth to a point where it's just created too much distrust. A lot of time pros are basically people protesting for the right to go to work. I can say that for some people. I don't think that applies for everybody, because there was a lot of people who basically were working from home, or they were, or how do I say this? Not saying like they were not working, but they were probably okay, but they wanted to go out and go get a haircut or something like that, because like, again, some people understand the severity, and some people are more just the slightest bit of inconvenience, and they feel like their rights being taken away. But also the other issue is that 5 LGS and there's only 2. Wow. See, I think where I'm at, I think only, let me remember. I think one of them closed down. It was I believe it was what's it called? Cool Stuff Gaming. There was one Cool Stuff Gaming that shut down, but the only reason why it got shut down is because it wasn't following the right procedures in the beginning. Okay, sure, counter that. And the end result was that people were getting sick, and then they got in trouble, essentially, and then that was the end of that. So they just said, okay, I guess we're closing down now, and that's what happened there. But a lot of the LGSs here, I know, managed to make it, because I think here in Orlando, the community is a little different. So I realize there's like a lot more support for smaller businesses, which is kind of cool. So I appreciate that, and so I think that allows a lot of the smaller business here to still thrive. I won't say it's perfect, but it's definitely... I'm so glad I saw that in their hand. Oh. But I think we're somehow managing in some aspects. I really want this vaccine to be out and available to everybody, so then hopefully people will try and be responsible and take it, and then... Oh my gosh, another one? I can't fill my graveyard now. Oh, that's rough. I need to make him pop it. That sucks. Oh yeah, he drew right into another one. That sucks. Alright, we're just gonna get another... We're gonna get the last piece of the puzzle. But luckily, he doesn't really have anything else in hand to do. So we're just gonna start chipping in for damage. I don't want to show him this Offspring's Revenge, because in that regard, he will hold on to this. I want him to crack it, so that way I can drop this card. So he already has built-in Graveyard Hate. So what is this, like Teamer Control? He had an Opt, a Disruption. He has Spikefield Hazard, Maze Mine. Oh good, he'd use it to draw. Whew, thank God. But yeah, I'm ready for COVID to be done. I'm ready for people to get back to their routines, and then people will stop panicking. I do think this set kind of a weird precedent that, at least to me, that people are very easily misinformed about things, and will be really quick to believe, like, any kind of misinformation that comes out, which is pretty sad, because You know, I understand, like, you want to live your life, but at the same time, we need to be smart about some things. But at the same time, at the same vein, these people are... How do I say this? What's what I'm looking for here? People also don't like to be, I guess, restricted in any way, shape, or form. And I think that's shown that especially here in the U.S., that any form of like suppression or like even like inconvenience is like I don't know, like immediate display of like government overreach, I guess best way to put it. We're gonna kill that. I do not want that thing sitting. Oh, you won't be able to take any of the vaccines? Oh, wow. That's just awful. So yeah, you're basically banking off of herd immunity. Interesting. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything, buddy. So yeah, you fall into that category of... You fall right into the category that benefits from herd immunity. That sucks. Damn. I wonder if my mom falls in that category, because now that I mention it, she's allergic to a lot of weird stuff. And because I had to take her to the hospital for a few of them. So now I'm curious. I wonder if she will fall into that category, because I need to go back and check what was in it. Because she's allergic to, I know she's allergic to penicillin, and she's allergic to, surprisingly, the glue on medical tape, which I did not know that was a thing. Yeah. I need to double check on that. No, I need those lands. I need a land. Okay, that works. Alright, so what do we have? Anything in my graveyard? Nope. Nothing in my graveyard. So this is a Temur, what, mill deck? Is it control? I don't even know what this is. So basically, I'm like, well, they're filling my graveyard automatically, so I'm perfectly okay with this. Wow, I actually didn't even consider that. Oh no. Wow, of course he draws right into the graveyard hate. I'm just gonna get this Teferi's Tutelage at this point, because... Oh, I can't. I don't have the double white mana. Oh no. Whale. Alright, let's just draw into something. That did not draw me into what I wanted. That's okay, we'll just keep chipping in for damage. Let's see if he cracks it. Okay, cool. So he does get rid of it. What do I get here? Still lands. Cool. So, you can't get the vaccine. So, what does that mean for you then? So, like, so you're basically, you have to bank on herd immunity at this point because of the fact that, Alright, we're gonna put this in my hand. Wait, this is not a May ability? What? Hold up. That's not a May ability? Alright, well, whatever. Okay. So the less won't be allowed to do anything or get the proposed health passport. Yeah, but aren't you, like, if you're in that category, don't you get, like, the whole, like, what's it called? The exemption thing where you're basically like, hey, I can't get it. Like, you actually have a medical reason why you can't get it. So, like, I don't know if you get the whole, like, I don't think you fall into that category. Not in the UK? Wow. Interesting. I wonder if they'll change that, though, because they do realize that there are going to be some people that are going to be, unable to, like, literally just unable to get it, or else they will get sick and die because of allergic reactions. I wonder if they're aware of that. So do I win this? No. Oh yeah, I do. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. They're not gonna be able to mill me in this turn. So let's see. UK is white. Yeah, that's why I'm like, that's why my argument is never like the US is a terrible country. It can be better. There's always ways to improve it, but I want to say it's like horrible. And that's why like there's some things I definitely respect with the US. Like the fact that we do have a pretty decent structured constitution. Like, I wouldn't say it's like the perfect document because we had to make amendments over time, so you know there's always room for improvement. But they did highlight a lot of important things like the whole freedom of speech, press, assembly, and all that. Second Amendment, I think there needs to be a little bit of fixing there, or Second Amendment. But yeah, there's definitely reasons why I think it definitely it covers a lot of important issues that maybe some other countries could use as well in the implementation. So Massacre Norm actually does nothing in this deck. I wonder, do I throw another Elspeth? Maybe a Rambunctious Mutt, because it does get rid of the tutelage. This gets rid of tutelage. Kitesail Freebooter did work though. These I don't think are doing anything in the deck. I'm trying to think what else is going to work in this Mardu deck. I guess probably more Elspeth Conquers Death. Yeah, because really the Bloodchief Thirst is doing nothing. Why is Nahiri so much taller than this? Oh, never mind. She's just up close and that one's far away. Sitting here like, how is Nahiri taller than Jaya? So we have one in hand. Okay, so I think this is a decent hand. Yeah. So yeah, I hope and pray for you that you are hopefully somehow protected because you're not able to get the vaccine. Because that wouldn't be, to me, that's just not fair. Because it's not like you are purposely going out of your way to not get it. You're basically just like the strange outlier of people that just can't receive certain vaccines because of allergic reactions and basically things outside of your control. Like, who can blame your genetics from saying, oh, I can't get the vaccine? Like, that's not your fault. So, is this what? I guess this is just Temur Mill. Let the mana up. So I wonder if he has a... Why would he leave that up? I don't think there's a 1-mana counterspell, is there? I know there's Miscast, Mystical Sanctuary. I'm gonna find out. Let's go to combat first and swing in for 2. Alright, play... Ugh, hold up. This is my issue here. If I start milling, and he plays Soul Guide Lantern, he can exile my graveyard, and then I'll have nothing. I'll basically be empty-handed. On the other hand, he probably played this for a reason, to probably dig for it. Let's just see if this resolves. Okay, so he's scrying. Don't have free speech, don't want to protect yourselves, you gotta protect yourselves. We'll get rid of that. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how it. I haven't studied the, I guess, laws and rules and regulations for the UK, so I don't know a lot about it. But that's interesting to know that you don't have. I'm actually really curious now to read your constitution, because now I kind of want to know what it says. Oh man, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna empty my entire graveyard, and there's gonna be nothing I can do. Ugh. We're just gonna have to do this. Let's go to combat. So I guess my question is, because I don't know much about the UK as far as like if they have like, do you guys like have a form of constitution? Like, do you have anything that labels out like your rights as citizens of the UK? Because I'm not really sure how that works then if there isn't. Don't have a constitution at the point where the government can dictate to a store what they are and are not allowed to sell. Walmart can sell. Interesting. So then what dictates you as citizens then? Like what... How do I word this in a way that kind of makes sense? I guess from my perspective as an American, what lays out your foundations as a citizen? Like, is there maybe something that's maybe not called a constitution? Common law? Okay. And is that, I guess... That's what they did? Okay. I guess I'm fine with that. So, common law. Okay. I feel like I've heard that. I'm not sure what exactly it is. I know I've heard of it, but no one can tell me like what exactly it means. Are they gonna bounce it? Oh, that's fine. I have another one. And I also have Lagana. Oh, interesting. So that kind of begs the question then, like... Oh, what the heck? What is this? They are... Oh, they're definitely a mill deck. Alright. Do I have a Rambunctious Mutt in the graveyard? No, I do not. Huh. We're gonna play this. I'm going to start just chipping. I gotta get in for damage. I think this has got to be like a Teamer mill deck, and I think the goal here is they're supposed to combo Song of Creation and Tutelage. I think that's the combo they're trying to do here. I'm trying to pay attention to what they're doing. Because they got a lot of cheap spells, like Ops, Goose, things that'll draw them cards. I have to watch and see how this goes. Hate speech laws is actually made up of 6 different laws. Hate speech is there we go. Ow. Well, luckily I have this guy to get him back. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's so yeah, essentially wishy-washy. There's really no like flat out, I guess, definition of things. It's just kind of like theory. Yeah, so it's more of like theory of what hate speech can be, but nothing that sets it in stone saying what it is. Oh wow, this is gonna be interesting. So yeah, they're playing a really bizarre deck. Huh. So now their hand's gonna be empty after this. And they're not gonna have anything else. Sure. And mill me, but that's fine. I don't know if I should... I guess I want to play Sorcerer's Spy God to see what's in their hand, because I have no idea what they got. Oh, they're definitely a mill deck. Oh, I guess that doesn't matter. Yeah, they're empty-handed. I guess we're gonna name... Oh, what do we name? I guess we're gonna name Soul Guide Lantern. I don't want them popping that if they ever draw one. Do this. Oh, this is gonna get milled anyway. What am I doing? Everything is kind of this, kind of that. Oh, interesting. Okay. So what do they draw is the question. That just seems really confusing. I think that's why I probably never really got a good grasp on UK law, because I think it was just... It didn't make a lot of sense, I guess, to me as an outsider. But then at the same time, I know our government is kind of in that same vein, because in a way our officials do the same thing where it's kind of like, yes, we have this law, but if you have like the right like attorney, for example, say like, well, you know, if you really think about it, it really could mean this instead. And then at that point it's kind of like, oh, how do I put it? It's kind of like all of our laws could be interpreted in a different way. Yeah, I would say, I mean, from my perspective, at least, you know, being from the outside looking in, our country isn't exactly like Star Spangled perfect. Like it's not. There's still a lot of things that it struggles with. Like it could do better. Like one of the things I at least wish they would work on is our taking care of poor people in our country. I think we can do a lot better. And right now, I think, at least from my perspective, that poor people don't really get the, you know, don't get treated very well. They get treated like they're less than human, I guess the best way to put it. And that really, like, disgusts me because, you know, some of our homeless are veterans. And I'm like, they, you know, they put in their time into the country, and you think they'd get treated a little bit better, and they just don't. And it just, like, it makes me upset. Alright, so that helps with their drawing thing. Because now Song of Creation is not going to speed up their clock. Yeah, I guess from my perspective, things in the U.S. aren't great. They can be, to me, they think we can be improving things, and I feel like we're in a weird state where we're doing some things, but we're not doing a lot of things, and we're just not taking care of everybody the way we could. Because we have like what, I think 331 million is what we're currently estimated. Okay, that doesn't do anything. And out of 331 million, we have a good chunk of them that are just struggling. And to me, like, if we're so good at, you know, being being, you know, quote unquote the greatest country in the world, why do we we shouldn't have really anybody struggling? Everyone should be having like free and equal opportunity to do things, and I'm just not seeing that. All right, I think we're gonna win here. I'm not gonna draw because my fear is that they may draw into something that'll mill me out. So I don't want to take that risk. But I think I'm presenting lethal next turn. Yeah, they're going to have to block. They have no choice. They're going to... Okay, I guess you're going to sack a food. I guess it's fine. Alright, so mill me for 2. I'm at, what, 9 cards? Alright. What do they draw into? That's fine. can live with that. That's fine with me. Because now we still win. Because no matter how they block here, yeah. We did it! We won a game in Standard! With Mardu Revenge. Oh, what an interesting deck. It does win in some ways. It does work. I think I gotta make sure I watch the meta and tweak the toolbox. So I guess in the mill shell, it did decent for that. Yeah, because milling... We got Sorcerer's Spike. Oh, I guess I really didn't do anything as far as the mill aspect, but we did get rid of, with Rambunctious Mutt, the engines that help mill. If I knew they had crabs, I would have definitely put in Bloodchief's Thirst again, but honestly, the crabs didn't even do anything. They didn't get until later. So let's try another game. This is the crazy though. Business people go to a poor area and they try to build, create jobs, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's an issue that also comes into place. I don't know. There's so many key factors I think that play into things, and it's really hard to really narrow down and say if we do this one thing, it's gonna make everything better, because it's like it's gonna take a multitude of different things to help improve, certain aspects of what goes on, like either my country, your country, or for example, like in my country, in U.S., one of my arguments, and I always advocate for this, is our minimum wage in a lot of the areas here has not gone up. Oh, that's not good. They're just gonna stomp me out. Okay, well, that sucks. And right now, with Biden that just got elected, his goal is to increase minimum wage to, or at least gradually increase it to $15 by, I think, 2025, which is good in a way, because I read some studies, and apparently they said when they tried introducing the $15 minimum wage thing, immediately implanted it within I would say maybe a month or so, it affected things so quickly and negatively because companies could not, I guess how you would say, prepare and budget for that kind of change. So they turned around and they said, okay, that obviously didn't work, so we need to try and do it in increments, like a little bit, maybe bring it up from the $7, 7.95, whatever it is right now, and let's say we bring it up to $10.50 next year, and then gradually increase it little by little by little until you get to a point where, let me see if I can swing in first, and to a point where the company's like, okay, where do we need to shave off and where do we need to make things better? And then at that point, I think this is going to be the better move right now. Discard, and then on the hand. Perfect. No, see, that's the thing I was talking about. If you implement the increasing of minimum wage immediately, companies are not going to know how to handle it at that speed. They're going to have to shave off on things, or like you said, increase their cost of their product, or reduce profit. So that's why the goal would be to increase it little bit over time, because in that aspect you are. We're gonna get rid of that. I don't really want that, because you're giving companies a chance between 2021 to 2025 of figuring out where they need to work their costs. Because I get it, right now many businesses are running off the current minimum wage, which I think it's different depending on the area. So in their eyes, they're seeing a hit if they see an increase in minimum wage. Did we mill the card I'm looking for? No, we didn't. Okay. I'm gonna pay 3 life to do this, but I'm okay with that. Yeah. And the thing is, when I read these studies, they said that it would be smarter and better to increment it slowly over time, and that way people aren't... Oh... I don't know what's in their hand. I think I'm gonna play Kite Sail. Yeah, get rid of the Valakut Exploration. Cool. Play Mardu's Revenge. Or Offspring's Revenge. We're going to... I guess we can discard this. Hopefully refill my hand. Oh, good, we got another one. But yeah, at least the studies I've read, they said it's better, it'd be safer and smarter to implement it slowly, and that way businesses can budget for it long term. So once it gets to the $15 minimum wage by 2025, everything will kind of balance itself out. Because again, dropping something like that on such short term is going to affect the company and go like, oh, we can't handle that. Like, we're going to have to shape something right here and now. And if that means stopping... No, you can do that. That's fine. This... Okay. I don't know what I want to play here. I guess we go Mire Triton. Go 2 Mire Triton. Yeah, that'll work. We're going to do crit 5 speed. 2.5 pounds. Cost have gone up. Inventory has gone up. Looks like who knows, so. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh. So, I mean, that's maybe how, I don't know how it is there, but here in the U.S., the things have been going up regardless of minimum wage increasing. Like, we've just had inflation regardless. So, I don't know if that's just more of, like, your area or, like, your economy. Oh, no. Crap. Everything has haste. Everything has haste. Oh, no. I think we lose here. Oh, no, we don't. Never mind. I got 3 blockers. Never mind. I'm good. I'm probably gonna lose this, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, so good. Playing Mono Red Devotion. He's down to 1 life. Oh, it was so close. Alright. So, he's playing a very creature-heavy deck. Brash Taunter definitely in. I wonder if Rune Halo would be good here. Yeah, minimum wage increase about 10% over the last 15 years. Inflation, though, has been out. So, in a way, it's sort of balanced itself out. If your minimum wage has gone up about 10% in the last 15 years, inflation, though, has been 18-23%. Right. Yeah, I don't know how the economy is in Europe, though, so, like, I can't... From my standpoint, I don't know if that's simply just because the cost of minimum wage going up, or is that just the cost of inflation because of products and things like that, and everything else that has to adjust over time. I just know within the U.S. as itself, our minimum wage has stayed the same for, I think, like the last 10, 20 years or so, but price of everything else have just gone up, like from housing, healthcare, food, and like basically like necessity things that are still going up, even though our costs are still staying the same, or our income is still staying the same. So I don't know. It's weird because, like I said, there's no actual one solution to fix everything. It's kind of like, oh, do I go Ruined Halo? I feel like I should, because this is like a combo deck. This is definitely like a combo deck. Skyclave does nothing in this. Kite Sail doesn't do anything either. Yeah, we'll try it like that. Add Relic Robber. Into this deck? Oh, because of the whole, 1/1 hits a person, then gets the, gets them that token thing that makes them deal damage. Not a bad idea, actually. I might consider that. Relic Robber does sounds kind of fun. Taking them damage each turn. They can't block with that token. I actually like that idea. That's actually a really good idea. I will have to try that out. I did not think Relic Robber. That does speed up the clock a little bit on them because they are getting damage dealt to them little by little every turn. It's actually kind of fun. We'll get rid of this. Make a token. 3 mana 2/2 haste. Yeah, and that's true. So even if I like play it early, like without revenge, it still does what exactly it's supposed to do. We'll get rid of the Ruined Halo. Oh, we're just gonna make we're just gonna make a bunch of zombie tokens. They're probably gonna die, but it's okay. Get rid of the Kite Sail. This is standard right now. Historic, I'm going to be trying a little bit later just to see if it does better in that kind of meta, because what I've learned with toolbox decks is that they benefit from a larger card pool, and this deck is essentially a... Okay. Yeah, I love Leyline of Combustion. That's such a fun card. Did I already draw a card? Yeah, it's just gonna let me scry. In all honesty, I'm probably gonna Elspeth Conqueror's Death just to get rid of that. I really don't want that sticking on the field. So we're just gonna get rid of it now. Okay, so this deck is doing pretty good so far. The sideboard has sped up the clock a little bit more. Oh, he has nothing? He's gotta have something. Okay, I was about to say, he's gotta have something. Yeah, I don't really need these lands. Alright, here's Revenge. So let me think here. I think I want to get Oathsworn. I could go Lagana and get back another... I think we'll do Oathsworn this turn, because I want to see what he plays next turn before I determine that. If he blocks a token, that's fine. I'm going to get in a bunch of damage, so I'll do that. Because I want to get another Oathsworn. See if I can make it... Actually, I don't know if I want to keep that on top. Oh, he's not hitting lands. This is actually working in my favor. So actually, no. We're going to shuffle that away. I don't think I want to keep that on top. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're going to get another Elspeth Conqueror's Death. I'm going to keep my life total up high. We're doing it. We're playing Brash Taunter. You just can't pass that up. That's fine. So he's going to block the 4/4, take 1, which is okay, because nothing happens to it. Oh, Brash Taunter was perfect. So now no matter what he plays, if it's like even a creature, I'm just going to fight it, and then I'm just going to deal a bunch of damage. That's actually really good against a mono red deck. I didn't even think about that. Because mono red's basically just what, damage? Yeah, they're basically all damage. Oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, Leyline of Combustion. I love that card. There was a deck a while ago when that, I think last year when it got released. Someone made like a like a punish burn sort of deck. Basically, they ran like Eidolon, Leyline Combustion, Harsh Mentor. Oh, what else? They ran some other cards. Leyline Combustion was in there. And it was really funny because for like every opponent, because I think this was back in the time when Hogak was a thing, I believe. No, Hogak was banned, so it was after that. They made a punish burn deck in Urza. Because the activation of the what's it called, the Thopter Foundry. Every time they activated it, would punish them. So the Harsh Mentor would deal damage. Leyline of Combustion, I think, dealt damage. I believe. No, that's when you target. So, but every time they activated the Foundry, it would deal 2 damage. So if they went infinite, quote unquote, the combo would essentially just kill them on their own, which is hilarious. I wish I can. I need to find that deck because I really wanted to mess around with that. Ew. We have a 1 turn removals, or we have removal, but we have nothing till turn 3, and that might be too slow for a mono red. This works a little better. We can go down. Do we go down the Offspring's Revenge, or do we go down Elspeth? We have a removal spell. I think we go down Elspeth. Yeah, honestly, I think we go down Elspeth. We'll go Swamp. We'll pass the turn. Alright. We'll play this. Mill for a couple cards. See what we can hit. Hopefully not lands. That's fine. You can kill it. No, this goes on land. I think I'm monitors over. Lots of targeting things like Thoughtseize, Fatal Push. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why I love the older formats. Partially because just the access to the card pool is just so much fun. I'm sorry, like having more access to cards to me is just more entertaining. Ooh. Probably gonna want to save that for yeah, it's fine. My thing doesn't die. We'll play this though. And there goes my lands. So we'll get rid of Kite Sail. We'll get a zombie. Yeah, you're right though. Older formats have a lot of those targeted things, so very, very punishing for those kind of decks when you run. You know, I wonder why he runs that when that doesn't do anything here. Get rid of the Mire Triton. So now we just need a red source. Right? Yeah, we just need a red source. Hopefully we can find it. We're milling a lot. Alright, what are we playing here? It's gonna board wipe me again. So that's gonna have to die. Sure. Rough. Get rid of that. Alright, so now we're just down to drawing a red source. We have a few mountains. That's fine. Do I mill? Do I mill? Please don't hit a red source. Please don't hit a red source. Fable Passage. Not a red source, but definitely could have dug for that. But I mean, that was 2 cards down, so it'd be a while. Alright, swing in. Oathsworn Knight. So now we're just down to, now we're just down to top decking. Ooh, is that Fire Emancipation? That is Fire Emancipation. This is gonna hurt. Yep. I think we lose next turn, right? Triple? That does oh my god. Alright, well. Lagana's gonna have to come out. We're gonna get an Elspeth. Gonna gain some life. I think we still lose, though. 5, 10, 15, yeah, because it says triple, right? Yeah. So I think I'm just dead. Yep. We're dead. We're dead. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's sad. What's going on? I remember my game 1 turn 0. 4 ley line of combustion and a ley line of avoidance. Why would you play Thoughtseize into that? That's 4 Leyline of Combustions. Why would you do that? That's what? That's 2 from Thoughtseize. If you have 4 Leylines, 2, 4, 6, 8. So he took half his health for 1 spell. No. No, 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 no. 10... Jeez. 10 damage because of 1 spell. Alright, let's move on to Historic and see how it runs. Because in Historic, larger card pool, I definitely modified the deck to be better, so we're going to give that a shot. 10 damage. I could not imagine. No. At that point, I'm not running the Thoughtseize. Unless he's, what's the deck called? Death Shadow? Then I can kind of understand it. Because they are trying to get as low health as possible, so you kind of sped up that process. But if they weren't Death Shadow, then that's very painful. See, I think that's why I'm glad, like, I'm glad that in college I took my degree was in English, but it had like a heavy focus in like critically analyzing texts and like paragraphs, books, articles, things like that. Because my professors were always pushing me, like, whenever you read something, really analyze it and then understand like what they're saying. So for your example with your deck, if I was, for example, just Grixis Death Shadow, but I looked at your deck and went, they got 4 Leyline Combustions. They deal 2 damage every time I target them. I take 2. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna take Thoughtseize. But like, that's why I love the fact that I'm always analyzing everything I'm looking at. Ooh, we're just gonna get some pressure going. Because if he plays Maelstrom Pulse and kills one of these two, I don't think I'll really care. So he's playing, looks like Sultai mid-range. Yeah, we're doing this. We're just gonna mill. Nice. Play Fatal Passage. And let's see if they do it again. But yeah, my thing has always been like, I guess Magic is really big on the whole like RTFC or RT, was it? RT, yeah, RTFC, and oh, you gotta go. All right, well, you have a good day. Hope you have a good weekend, and hope everything gets better for you. And feel free to hang out if you ever have some extra time. I usually won't be on a schedule, so. I'm on when I'm on. That's about it. So anyway, thank you for following. Have a great day, and hope to talk to you soon. We're gonna get another white source here. Alright, we're gonna swing in for damage. This is instant speed, sorcerer. Thanks, yep. Alright, talk to you soon. Cycling. Come on, kitty. You can come sit. You can sit. Come on. Nissa.
We will not fail. Be wary of the ground you walk on.
I don't know if I get through this. Do I get through this? I'm trying to think how am I getting out of this? Come on, baby. Just want to sit and chill?
If you wish to surrender now,
okay.
I only put thoughtfulness before action.
Oh, I'm just drawing all my lands now.
I have reached my limit.
I guess we just go ahead.
You try my patience.
I don't know what else I can do. Oh, if he Thoughtseize, I'm gonna be fine with that. Because I only have 2 lands, so I'll take that. Oh boy.
Behold, nature's
I don't think I
true
get out of
power.
this. Nissa. And Ashiok. Yeah, I didn't have anything fast enough to do this.
Terror lurks among us.
I'm gonna have to scoop. I did not realize this was. Oh my gosh, Anna, you're like pushing into my desk, baby. Like you're pushing my keyboard away. You can't do that. Alright, so Thoughtseize is coming in. Skyclave Apparition's out. Sorcerer Spyglass in. Massacre Worm out. These literally don't do anything. Castle Freebooter's perfect. Maybe Necromentia? Necromentia does get rid of... No, anywhere else with Conqueror's Death. That deals with that. What is it, baby? What you need? Cavalier of Dawn does get rid of the threats. Actually, Kai'Sa Freebooter doesn't do too much, only because it can get removed if I take something from their hands. So I guess not the best thing. Alrighty. 2 lands. Okay, I need you to make up your mind what you're gonna do, sweetie, okay? I think I'm gonna have to go the Fabled Passage and then pass the turn. Yeah, it's fine. Guess we'll go up a white source? Yeah. Alright. Well, I guess on turn 3 we'll have a little bit of pressure going. Anna, you're killing me, girl. Alright, so now we got a knight, so this is going to start adding some pressure in. Swing in. Play an Oathsworn. It's tapped. Thing is, if he has Maelstrom Pulse, I'm screwed, so that's fine. I don't have anything else in the graveyard, so that is A-okay. Okay, so no Maelstrom Pulse. So I'm getting in for 8 next turn. Yep, definitely not milling. Anna, you're not doing that, girl. Sorry. You're not pulling on my shirt. It's fine.
I will aid you. The land shall conquer you.
Sure. Does he have Maelstrom Pulse? No. Okay. This probably has a counter spell, right? No.
I must seek comfort in the
I
land.
have to attack, though. Double block? Sure. I don't think he realizes that... Okay, that's fine. Yep. Like, I don't lose a creature because of that. Yeah.
Power surges through these lands. Harness the elements.
Yeah, I don't think he wins this. I had a lot of pressure early game, and that made that so much easier. I'm almost going to put in Necromentia, because getting rid of those Nissas are just vital. Maybe go one Necromentia. I think that's the only way it's going to make this work better. Go down one of the Kite Sails. Because that Necromentia is going to do work. If you turn one, Thought Seizes, I got nothing, so we're going to mulligan. Yikes. No swamp. Oh, jeez. Alright, well. That to the bottom, that to the bottom. And I would say that to the bottom. Yeah, not drawing any cards. Sorry. He can keep the Extinction Event. I'm just going to play around it. Sure. Alright, so now we're basically not going to be doing anything. I lied, he's going to do something. Oh my goodness. He just top decks right into all of the good stuff, right?
Practiced against
swamp,
many.
actually.
Hone your prowess.
Oh, he whiffed. Oh, I don't know why I did that.
Keep an open mind.
Sure. I'm not sure why I just did that, but I did. It's okay. Because I realized that playing Oathsworn Eye would mean he would drop the Extinction Event. Okay. Set.
I won't forget our time together.
And I guess we'll just play the Oathsworn Knight. There's really nothing else I can do, so. How you doing, girl? Behaving? Sure. Now I can Uro. So, I wonder, does Sorcerer Spyglass stop the cast effect? Or we're gonna get rid of Uro. No Uros for you, buddy. You're gonna struggle the way I am. Well, Necromancer did something there. Prevented Uros from coming back. Alright, gonna mill, even though it's probably not a great idea right now. Yeah, milled all my lands. Oh, this will be good. Never mind. What's he gonna name? Even? Probably even. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. The one drop that couldn't. draw a card. Yeah. I just need to land. Man, this is rough. Graveyard Toolbox is not an easy concept. Alright, we just need to land. Please draw me a land. Nope. I can't mill anymore right now, so I've got to hit a land. I mean, they've got it all. The Sultai is just like one of the best combos in this because it's got ramp, it's got big threats. Like, it's really hard to deal with this archetype. And this, yeah, this thing's just getting value. Oh yeah, okay, we're good. You picked up your graveyard hate. Wow, that's rough. So, Sultai is a deck. I just didn't realize it was an Uro deck. I should have probably thought it was Uro. If I'm seeing blue-green, I just need to assume that there's an Uro coming. I think that's my problem, is that I'm not thinking, like, what the normal meta is, but meta right now in Historic is just Uro decks. Anything with Uro, Ugin, Nissa, and Hydroid Krasis are going to be, like, the top of the ladder. Because I'm realizing I'm Platinum, so I'm going against the more standard archetype style decks. Hi, Chicky. Yeah. I mean, it's got a Massacre Worm. I'm not sure how I feel about the Massacre Worm, but we'll see. Oh my god, all my lands. All the lands. More lands. Alright, alright. How many was that? 1, 2, 3. Alright, that works. So let me think here. So this is that, the turbo token deck, right? Where it plays the exile, or the... So I need something to board wipe all these. Problem is, Massacre Worm doesn't come down till late. That was my only mountain? Are you kidding? That's my only I don't have any mountains in this deck? No, I've got to have mountains. No, I've got to have mountains in this deck. There's no way I didn't put any mountains in here. I don't have any mountains in this deck? Really? What did it do? Take it out? What the heck? It took out my mountains. I have a Cavalier of Flames. I need to have 3... Okay. Well, Massacre Worms are in. Cavalier Dawn does nothing. Kai'Self Rebooter helps. Skyclave Apparition does nothing. Necromentia in, because that'll hit their bombs. Thoughtseize is in. Ravenous Chupacabra is out. Alright, run it like that. Alright, so this is a race. This is stopping their combo from happening. So I know they have Lucas and they have Transmorgify. This is not going to do it. This will do it. Click on it to the bottom. Alright. So we're going to turn 1 Thoughtseize. Get rid of heroic reinforcements. Because I have ways to deal with the tokens. Grab the raise the alarm. It's fine. Grab kite sail. Grab omen. Grab stitchers. Alright. I want to get as much stuff as I can in my graveyard. Yeah, there's a massacre worm. Okay. So let's see here. What does he have? Okay. Alright, I really need a, I need my, I need what's it called? Mardu, or, Offspring's Revenge in this next draw. It's not Offspring's Revenge. Kinda helps. Not really, because it's 3 red. Come on, revenge. Come on, revenge. Top deck. Top deck. Oh, I don't think I win this. Need revenge. I didn't mill it, right? I didn't mill any, no. Alright. It's probably looking for a Transmogrify. He's probably found it. No! It was right on the top. Oh, I had no choice though. I needed a blocker. You get the thing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What luck. That's awful. Whew. Alright, well. Definitely not showing off what the deck can do here. Alright, Anna, you gotta go, girl. You're, like, digging into my leg now. You're digging into my leg. Yeah, those are your claws. The things that are at the end of your toes. That is what those do. Sharp, aren't they? Goofball. Alright, we're gonna try a few more games. I mean, I feel like it's able to do things, but it's just at the speed I want it to. It's just not getting it. Oh, I forgot to put mountains in it. I need to put mountains in this deck. Well, he is really, mulliganing. But I have what I need in my hand. Now I just need to get to 3 more land cards to get there. So we'll try them. Turn 1. Alright, so plains into Alseid. So I'm assuming this is Boggles. Let me see what's in their hand. Life gain. Okay, that's fine. He wants to swing in. Fine, I'll take it. I'll play Oathsworn Knight. We have a Chupacabra, so right now any other land's gonna get me there. Cool. What are we doing here? Are we getting Skyclave? Okay. It's fine. Not the end of the world. No. I'm gonna Skyclave again. Or not Skyclave, Kite Sail. Only because I don't want to mill until I get more land. And I'm afraid I'm gonna mill my lands. So I don't want to do that. So let's see. Yeah, I don't think he wants to attack quite yet. That's fine. Alright, I guess we're milling. Guess we're milling. Now I don't have a choice. Now I got some Death Touch in here. Oh, I really hope it doesn't... Okay, that's fine. That is okay. I am really not hitting these lands, aren't I? How many? I only milled, what, one land? That is insane. If he attacks with Sarah's Descendant, the Johnny's Pridemate grows. Wow, I'm really not drawing lands here. And he's probably just going to keep drawing threat after threat after threat. Oh, good. Only land. Alright. Yep. I mean, if he wants to grow the Johnny's Pridemate, I get it. It's fine. I at least have ways to deal with that. The problem is with I'll say it's bounty. I'm gonna block. Alright. What's in my hand? Let's get rid of Skyclave. If he wants to sack it, that's fine. Like, honestly, I'm okay with that. Because now he has no protection. Daxis. Alright. Oh my god, we're doing it. Okay. We're gonna do this. Alright, time to start chunking in the damage. Oh, come on. Alright, Do I kill that then, I guess? Destroy it with Cavalier? How? Who main decks Authority of the Councils? Alright, alright. Yep, yep. We're going to kill that. Which is fine. And then we're going to Skyclave that. There we go. Doing work, baby. Alright, we're getting there. We did it! We cut through the life gate. Authority of the Councils, of course. Definitely more Massacre Worms. Gets rid of all those 1-drops. Actually, I don't think we'll need Elspeth because Skyclave Apparition hits hits that card, so we're gonna take that. Cavalier Dawn might be too slow. Kite Sail does nothing. Like, literally just does... It did nothing. It was just a blocker. Probably go up a Thoughtseize. Maybe run it like that. Or maybe go Elspeth. I think that's probably the right way to go. Because Ravenous Chupacabra does work. So I think that's... Yeah, we'll run it like that. I think that works. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, this is good. What are we doing? Cool. That. This. I prefer we not, you know, mill our lands, but at the same time, I know that's what it's gonna take to get to the end of the finish line. Alright, let's just Mire Triton. I'm wondering if they have Graveyard Hate. I'm not sure if they do. Alright, good. Creatures. I'm fine with the creatures. We won't attack. I feel like they're going to play... Heliod. Yep. Called it. So we're going to get rid of that. We have a Skyclave Apparition coming in. We're just going to get rid of it. If they want to attack, that's fine. Get rid of that. Sweet. We need one more land. If they have another Heliod, I'm gonna be a tad bit upset. Ooh. I guess we're gonna... Oh, I can't target it, can I? Yeah, I can't target it. That's actually fine if it does this. Go ahead, protect it. Good. How's the Peering Light? So it's going to exile my entire graveyard. 2, 4. He can exile 2 things. Everything I have in here is black, so it's not like it's going to get through the Apostle. That's okay. Like, he can do this. Sure. I'm just gonna keep getting in with the Skyclave if he's not gonna do anything. I have one more card in the graveyard, not a big deal. If he takes the knight, that's okay. Oh, this is annoying. I'm not milling because if I mill, he's gonna start. He's gonna start exiling everything away. Oh, this is so annoying. Yeah, go ahead. Eat the last one. Wow. Alright, we got it. So now everything's going to attack and grow and get bigger, so... Wow. You just got it every time. Apostle. I was not expecting Apostle out of everything. It's interesting. Yeah, Historic has some interesting cards. Definitely things I forget that existed. No, one land. Yeah, it's gonna have to be this. It's gonna have to be this. Keep down the Embrith. Play the Triumph. Pass turn. Oh, Soul Warden. Alright, Castle, go. Thing is, if it plays the Johnny's Pride Mate, I'm most likely gonna... Actually, I'll probably hit this before... I'll hit that before I get the Johnny's Pride Mate, because I can kill Johnny's Pride Mate with this. Unless he has like a way to protect it, then maybe not. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's not what I meant to play. Whoops. Alright, well. Okay, well that works. Yeah, trip on the stack. It's fine. So if I have the worm come out, then everything's good. Sure. He's gonna gain a lot of life, but I know I can get through it once I establish a board. This is annoying, though. Oh, of course. Alright. We are in a sticky situation. Block. Alright, we really need, Yeah, I know. I know. I'm hoping... Okay. Hoping that we can get down this. Oh, of course. Of course. Oh my gosh. Just top decks right into all the good stuff. Oh, we're gonna lose this. I don't have anything else. I needed my board. I needed the board wipe. Yeah, he's yeah. Yeah, 5, 9. Oh, he already has 13. What am I saying? Alright, we got time for one more game. Oh, that's obnoxious. I guess Toolbox just doesn't cut it in this current meta. I mean, Mono White Life Gain? What do I need to put? I need to get I need Raptor, I guess, to prevent that. And the problem is I'm not gaining life then if I'm hitting myself too much. We also need to put a mountain in here because this is a little bit ridiculous that there are no mountains. Alright, keep going. Get me to the mountains. Get to the right art. Go down to plains. Go up a mountain. Yeah. Can't believe there was no mountains in this deck. I don't know. This is interesting. The deck works, but it doesn't work at the same time. So I'm not sure if it's a... How do you say? Like, just the lack of responses, I guess, to deal with, or maybe because the meta is just so wide. Because I don't see a lot of people play Soul Sisters. I see a lot of Uro decks, which is what the sideboard's mostly planned for, is Uro and Yarion, things. Basically just a lot of ramp and big bombs, but life game's just not something I ever really like prepare for. Alright. No. Yeah. Let's see here. On the plains, go down. Godless Shrine. Alright, let's try this. Oh, Boggles. Alright. Get rid of the Aldic Glitters. Sure. Yeah, I know. You're gonna put it all in the one. Yep. Sure. Nope. I don't know if I have any removal that'll do anything. Okay, so we got a Mire Triton. That might help. Or at least prevent the card draw. Alright, yeah, we definitely need the lands, so let's get to the lands. Yeah. Boggles. I always forget I forget Boggles, too. Yeah, there's just a lot of different decks out here. Is there enough toolbox? Okay. I guess. Selfless Savior, sure. I don't know. No, I wonder if Massacre Girl might be better. Because Massacre Girl will actually be able to deal with all this. I just thought about it. Oh yeah, it's going to give her protection. Alright. Yeah, maybe Massacre Girl is better than Worm. Take out that. Worm too slow. No. No. I mean, Kitesail Freebooter does help get rid of some of the stronger cards. But I don't think it fully helps overall. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this deck's too slow. Maybe I need more mid-range stuff to kind of set up the board and then do the things. Maybe I need more to it. Yeah, we'll try out this last game and see what we can do. Yeah. I do have a Skyclave Apparition that might be able to help out. And milk 3. All my lands that I really could have used. Need another white source for the Skyclave. Hushbringer. That does shut down everything I'm doing. Doesn't it? Yep. I don't have any removal spells that deal with that. I just thought about that. Hushbringer shuts down everything. Alright, maybe I need to tweak this deck a little bit more. I'm forgetting about some of these things that just shut down my deck. Because basically this is like a It's a deck that definitely used a lot of enters the battlefield effects, so maybe I need to tweak this a little better. Let's think here. Yeah, maybe Massacre Worm, too expensive. Maybe Massacre Girl. Like, maybe one of these. And do, like, 2 of them in the sideboard. Yeah, because maybe... Yeah, maybe that's too hard to get down. Let me see. Does he have anything else that returns target enchantment? Let's see here. Exiling. We're not exiling, though. Looking to get back. Apparently that's the only card that does that. When Arch on a Falling Star die, return to target... Oh, that actually might be better. The problem is, because the thing is, this is putting it on top of my library and getting me life. But the issue I come across is needing more of like a better value card at like a land to play that. So I don't know. I mean, this might be better. And that way I can deal with getting stuff back from, getting my enchantment back from the graveyard instead of putting it back in my library. What am I cutting though is the question. Maybe a couple of maybe the Cavaliers just go down. Play a couple of Archons. That way I can... Because maybe when I'm milling I can play this. It's a good body. Let's try running it like that. I'll try it one more time. Because maybe that's what it needs. Maybe the putting it on top of my library is just not enough. I mean, it does gain me life, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's solving my issue of getting it back on the field, because putting it on top of my deck gives my opponent the information knowing I'm going to play it next turn. We definitely need lands, though, because lands are beneficial, because we're milling a ton, so lands are definitely necessary. Oh my god, no. Okay, this is not terrible. Hopefully we can just draw into some stuff along the way. Triumph, go. Okay. I'll play this. I'm gonna go grab my mountain now. Or maybe actually I get a swamp. Yeah, actually I might get a swamp here. Because we have the double black here with Ravenous Chupacabra. Sweet. So all cards I wanted to go in my graveyard. Perfect. Alright, and we draw right into one of the answers. Gorgon Vulture. Okay, it's fine. I can live with one of the lands being milled. Sure, which one are you taking? Gorging Vulture? It's fine. For one. Try to mill again, even though we're missing some land drops here. Definitely a land that I could have used, but it's okay. And apparently they're scooping. I have no idea what they're doing, though. Like, zero clue what they're doing. Probably more Skyclave apparitions. I don't know what else. Go down maybe a couple of freebooters. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe this might be the one game that gets through, right? We'll see. We will see. Sure. 3 lands. Do some stuff in between. Play that tapped, go. I don't know what they're playing, so I'm gonna have to find out as they do more. Control, maybe? Oh, it's control. I was wondering, because they only played 2... Oh, I see. So, okay, it's just control. Oh, if I knew it was control, then I would have, Sure. Gorging Vulture. Nope. Alright. So this is blue-white control. Fairy.
Sorry, let's skip to the good part.
Alright, so yeah, I did not sideboard for control. Please do not get over my revenge. Good. He's probably got a board wipe, though.
Keep up the pace.
That doesn't get it, though. Alright. Yeah, I don't have anything that deals with that. I didn't realize this was a control deck, because I only saw him play 2 things. So these don't do anything. So definitely these, like, for sure. And Thought Seizes. Definitely no Chupacabras. Definitely Elspeth Conquers Death. No Massacre Girl. Sorceress Spyglass. Go down. No Greatbaker Lamia. Go down 1 Archon. Yeah. Okay. I did not know this was a blue-white control deck. If I would have known that, I would not have sideboarded the way I did. No. Alright. Better. Alright. Let's see what they do. I'm assuming they have an opt. Hopefully, not us. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. That is not good. Oh, he has a rest in peace? Again, did not sideboard for that. Any other Sorcerer's Spyglass. UW control. Yeah, it doesn't stop me though. That's one thing I'm glad about this deck, is that that does not stop my Mardu deck. Sure. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get through freaking control.
This isn't a fight. You can win.
Ah, freaking blue-white control. Should have known. Ah, great. It's gonna get him anyway. It doesn't matter. I could really use a, yeah, Archin is, not gonna cut it here. Yeah. If he counters, he counters. I really need to get my Skyclip I don't have right now, though. Oh, man, this is tough. I guess it really doesn't matter, because he can just, yeah, baffling end it. Yeah, that's game. I don't know. Maybe this deck is just not good. Blue-white control could barely get through. I don't know. I guess maybe because it's so expensive, it's so hard to get it to work. And there's just not enough toolboxy creatures. Because, like, in Seth's version, he did it as a land destruction kind of thing, which, honestly, that's probably the best way to go about it. And I don't know, maybe it should be more of a, instead of milling, maybe, like, draw a discard kind of thing. Maybe, like, instead of having mill creatures, do something more like play like Cathartic Reunion, Thought Seizes. Basically, doing a much disruption in the beginning, while filling your graveyard in between with discard effects, and then maybe going at it with, basically kind of do like a, like almost like a combo-y mid-range kind of deck, where you're disrupting the early game, and then waiting till you build your pieces up, and then start unleashing everything that you have. So I might need to come and revisit this deck in the future. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to think of this from a different perspective. Not do a mill aspect, but do more of discard. So play the Cathartic Reunion. Really anything that's going to discard cards out of your hand into your graveyard to draw you into more cards. Because that way I can just discard all these creatures in hand, refill my hand with cards that are actually going to benefit me. Removal spells, things like that. You want to jump my lap again? You can do it. Atta girl. Yeah, so I think I might need to take this deck in a different direction. Maybe instead of milling, go discard. And then play big threats out of the graveyard that'll impact the game. So yeah, might come back and do this at a later date. But for now, this is all the time that we have. I appreciate anyone who stopped by to check out the stream. If you want to follow and keep up with some cool, these like weird, like Waney kind of weird decks that I do, feel free to check out what I do. And yeah, I'll be on next week around Monday, and then we'll do some more fun builds. Anyway, have a good day and have a great weekend.